Hi students, good morning and welcome to another episode of English class. In the previous class, we discussed about the subject-verb agreement, the first part of subject-verb agreement. Okay, that's a portion. It is a new portion to you. You are in 4th standard and it is a new portion for you. And it is very simple. You try someday to understand the rules of subject-verb agreement. What are the things we studied in the first half of the subject-verb agreement? That means, what is a subject? Subject is singular subject K, S-I-N-G-U-L-A-R. Singular subject K, S-U-B-J-E-C-T. Singular subject K. Singular subject cake. Singular verb. Singular verb. Singular subject goes with the singular verb and plural subject cake. Plural verb. Plural subject cake. P-L-U-R-A-L. Plural subject S-U-B-J-E-C-T. Subject cake. Plural verbs. Okay. Singular subject takes singular verbs and plural subject take plural verb. Plural subject take plural verb. Singular subjects take singular verb and plural subjects take plural verb. Okay, singular subject, if it is a singular subject, how can we find singular subject? Singular, you check whether the subject is singular or plural. Then we get the answer for that and then use verb accordingly. Use verb accordingly means according to the subject. Okay, let us look at some examples. First one. The boy writes the notes. The boy writes the notes. Here the verb is writes. Why we use the verb write? It is a singular or plural verb? It's a singular verb. Writes. Then the subject of the sentence is the boy. Subject. It is singular subject. S-I-N-G-U-L-A-R. The boy is a singular subject. The boy is a singular subject. That means only one. So we use the verb writes. Singular verb writes. Okay. Then second example. Then one more example is in the same category. Children or students. Students write the notes. Write the notes. Students write the notes. Here the verb is plural. Why? Students. The subject is plural. It is a plural subject. It is a plural subject. So we use the verb, the plural form of the verb write. Plural form of the verb is write. The boy writes, students write. The boy writes and students write. Okay. Then we can write some examples with the pronouns. He drinks water. He, one set of example. First set of example. He drinks, D-R-I-N-K-S. He drinks water. W-A-T-E-R. Water. He drinks water. Which are the subject and which is the subject and which is the verb? He is the subject pronoun. Then drinks is the verb. Okay. He is a singular pronoun. pronouns and the verb used is also singular. He drinks water. It's a singular pronoun. Singular. S-I-N-G-U-L-A-R. Singular pronoun. Do you know what is a pronoun? Pronouns are words that are used instead of noun to avoid repetition. Pronouns are words in place of nouns. Which are the pronouns? Do you know which are the pronouns? I, them, he, she, it, they are the pronouns. You. These are some of the pronouns. Okay. He drinks water. He is a singular pronoun. Singular says it is the subject of the sentence. So we use drinks water. Then second one, she writes a letter. She writes a letter. L-E-T-T-E-R. She writes a letter. She is also a singular pronoun. She is also a singular subject. It is a singular subject. So we use the singular verb writes. So we use the singular verb write. Then example 3. They wrote the assignment. They wrote the assignment. They write the assignment. They write. Okay. Don't use past tense. They write the assignment. They is a plural subject. They is a plural subject. Plural means more than one. They is a plural subject. Plural subject means more than one. Plural refers to more than one and singular refers to only one. They, then we use the verb write. It is the plural form of the verb. It is the plural form of the verb. They write the assignment. They write the assignment. She writes a letter. He drinks water. Okay. These are the examples. Then it works smoothly. It works smoothly. It is a singular subject. S-I-N-G-U-L-A-R. Singular subject. It is a singular subject. So we use the verb works. It is a singular subject. So we use the verb works. Singular verb. Okay. Is it clear? Then we can move into the exercises of page number 13. Or if we take page number 13, read the following sentences. Choose the correct verb so that the subject and the verb agree with each other. Okay, the verb is given here. The chef is making cutlets for you. The chef is making cutlets for you. First sentence. Look at the first sentence. First the chef. First F-I-R-S-T. First the chef. C-H-E-F. Chef. Dash the potatoes. Dash the potatoes. First, comma, the chef dash the potatoes. The verbs given are boils or boil. Boils or boil. That is the verb given here. Boils or boil. Find the subject of the sentence. Which is the subject? Who boils the potatoes? Then we get the answer of what is the subject. What is the subject? The chef is the subject. What is the subject? The chef. How many are there? Is it a singular subject or a plural subject? It is a singular subject. The chef is a singular subject. The chef is a singular subject. So we use the verb boils. The chef boils. Okay. It is the correct verb. That is subject verb agreement. The chef is a singular subject. So we use the verb boils. The chef is a singular subject. So we use the verb boils. Then next one. Then he mashes. Second one. Then T-H-E-M. Then he dash. Then he dash down. T-H-E-M. Then he dash down. The verbs given are marshes, marsh, marshes, then marsh, marshes, marsh. Okay. Which verb we use? Find the subject of the sentence. The subject of the sentence is a pronoun and that is he. Which is the subject of the sentence? The subject of the sentence is a pronoun. Which pronoun? He. The pronoun he is the subject of the sentence. He is a singular subject. He is a singular subject. So we use the verb mashes. Mashes. M-A-S-H-E-S. Mashes. M-A-S-H-E-S. Mashes. Then next sentence. He then dashed the finely chopped vegetables. He then, third one. He then dashed the finely chopped, C-H-O-P-P-E-D, chopped vegetables. Okay, is it clear? He then dashed the finely chopped vegetables. He then dashed the finely chopped vegetables. Given verbs are arts, add. A-D-D-S, adds, or A-D-D, add. Adds or add. Which is the subject? Which word is the subject of the sentence? The subject of the sentence is he. Subject of the sentence is he. And it is a singular pronoun. He is a singular subject. So we use the verb add. Which is the verb we used here? Add. A-D-D-S. Add. A-D-D-S. Okay. He then adds the finely chopped vegetables. Next example. He then dashed small balls. Fourth one. He then dashed small ball size. He then dashed small balls size of a table tennis ball. Size of a table tennis ball. Table tennis ball. Okay, that is the sentence. The given verbs are makes or make. Makes, M-A-K-E-S. Makes or make. Makes or make. Look here. Which is the subject of the sentence? Find the subject. The subject is he. The subject of the sentence is he, and it is a singular one. The subject of the sentence is he, and it is a singular subject. And the verbs are makes and make. Which verb we can use here? Makes. M-A-K-E-S. Makes. He then makes small balls size of a table tennis. Small balls size of a table tennis ball. Okay, then makes. The subject is he, so we use the verb makes. Then next one, he dashed them. Fifth one, he dashed them. Dash them. The verb is flatten or flattens. The given verbs are flatten or flattens. Okay, which is the subject here? Find the subject of the sentence. He is the subject of the sentence, and the verb we have to use is flattens. He is a singular subject, so we use the singular verb flattens. He is a singular subject, so we use the singular verb flattens. Look here. Once again, I am saying this. First, the chef boils the potatoes. The chef is the subject. It is a singular subject, so we use the singular verb boils. Okay. Then mashes them. He is a singular subject, so we use the verb mashes. Singular verb mashes. Third one, he then asks the findings of the vegetables. He is the subject, so we use the singular verb. He is the subject, which is a singular subject, so we use the verb asks. Then he then makes small balls size of a table tennis ball. He is the subject, it is a singular subject, so we use the verb makes. He flattens them. He is the subject, it's a singular subject, so we use the singular verb flattens. Some more examples are given in the text. Some more examples are there. If only you are familiar with all the examples, you can make it, study it easily. Sixth one, then he dashed them. Then he dashed them. Then he dashed them. Then he dashed them. In the bracket, there are two verbs, fry, then fries. F-R-I-E-S. Fries. Fry. F-R-I-E-S. Fries. Which word is after there? It is a singular subject. Subject is he. It is a singular subject. So we use the singular verb fries. F-R-I-E-S. Fries. We use the singular subject fries. F-R-I-E-S. Next example is seventh one. He dashed them. Seventh one. He dashed them. He dashed them. The verbs given are garnish, garnishes. Garnish, G-A-R-N-I-S-S. Garnish means decorate. Garnish, garnishes. G-A-R-N-I-S-H-E-S. Garnishes. Garnish, garnishes. Which is the subject of the sentence? Which word is the subject? He is the subject. It is a singular subject, so we use the singular verb garnishes. G-A-R-N-I-S-H-E-S. G-A-R-N-I-S-H-E-S. Garnishes. G-A-R-N-I-S-H-E-S. Garnishes. Then last one, he dashed them. He dashed them. He dashed them. Example verbs given are serve or serve. The verbs given are serves or serve. Which is the subject? He is the subject and it is a singular subject. So we use the singular verb. Singular verb serves. Okay. Is it clear now? I hope all of you understood what is subjective verb agreements and where we use the singular verb and where we use the plural verb and how can we find the subject of a sentence. How can we find the subject of a sentence? Do you know? Okay, when we get a sentence, ask the question what or who is what or who the sentence is about. The sentence is about what or the sentence is about whom. Then we get the answer what which word is the subject. Then try to find out the subject is singular or plural. If it is singular, use singular verb. If the subject is plural, you use the plural verb. Okay, is it clear? Yes. Then exercise C, page number 13, exercise 3. Write the correct verb from the bracket and complete the sentence. First one, mummy dashed to market. First one, mummy, M-U-M-M-Y, mummy dashed to market. Dash to market. Market. Mummy dashed to market. The verb is go. Okay, look at the subject of the sentence. Which is the subject of the sentence? Mummy is the subject of the sentence and it is a singular subject. What kind of a subject is it? It is a singular subject. Mummy is a singular subject. And the verb is go. It is the plural form of go. So we write only the singular form. The singular form of the verb is G-O-E-S. Goes. Find out the singular form. The singular form of the verb go is goes. We have to use the singular form. Mummy goes to the market. The correct verb is mummy goes to the market. Mummy is a singular subject, so we use the singular form of the verb go. It is goes. Mummy goes to the market. Mummy goes to market. Next one. Second one. We dash to school. We dash to school. The subject given is go. Go. The plural form of the verb go is go. We go to school. We is a plural subject. We is a plural subject. S-U-B-J-E-C-T. So we use the verb go. We is a plural subject. Mummy is a singular subject. Mummy is a singular subject. So we use the goes here. Okay, then we is a plural subject. When we use the plural form of the verb go, it is go. Third one. Okay. He dashed a letter. He dashed a letter. L-E-T-T-E-R. The verb given is writes. Writes. Okay. He dashed a letter. The verb given is writes. He is a singular subject. S-I-N-G-U-L-A-R. Singular subject. He is a singular subject. And the singular form of write is writes. He writes a letter. W-R-I-T-E-S. He writes a letter. He writes a letter. The singular form of write is writes. So we use the same verb given. He writes. Why we use he writes? is a singular subject. So we use the singular form of the verb write. Therefore, we dash a letter. We dash a letter. We dash a letter. Write. The verb given is write. W-R-I-T-E. Which is the subject here? The subject is we. The subject is we. It is a plural subject. We is a plural subject. We is a plural subject. So we use the verb write. W-R-I-T-E. We use the verb W-R-I-T-E. We write a letter. Here the two verbs are given here. Writes and write. With the he, the singular subject, we use writes, the singular verb. With the we, the plural subject, we use writes, the plural form of the verb. Okay. Then next example, Papa. Papa dashed a car. Five. Papa dashed a car. Papa dashed a car. The given verb is drive. D-R-I-V-E. D-R-I-V-E. Find out the subject of the sentence. The subject is Papa. It is a singular subject. S-I-N-G-U-L-A-R. Singular subject. So we use the singular form of the verb drive. Drives. D-R-I-V-E-S. Drives. Papa drives a car. Papa drives a car. Papa drives. Papa drives. The singular form of the verb drive is drives. Then next one. Teacher dash us manners. Teacher. Sixth one. Teacher dash us manners. M-A-N-N-E-R-S. Manners. Verb is teach. The given verb is teacher dash us manners. The given verb is teach. Teacher is a singular subject. Teacher is a singular subject. S-I-N-G-U-L-A-R. Singular subject. So we use the singular form of the verb teach. Teachers. Teacher teaches us manners. Teacher teaches us manners. Teacher teaches us manners. Then this is the end of the subjective verb agreement. This is the end of the subjective verb agreement. What are the things to remember when we do the subjective verb agreement? At first, you find which is the subject of the sentence. When we ask the question who or what, we get the answer to the subject. We can find the subject of the sentence. Then check whether the subject is singular or plural. Then write the words accordingly. That means write a singular verb with a singular subject and a plural verb with a plural subject. I hope all of you understood what is subject verb agreement. Okay. Next is I value life segment. All of it take page number 13, last part. Air is a natural resource. We breathe oxygen. Plants breathe carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. If we pollute the air, our life on earth will suffer. Let us pledge to plant more trees to keep the atmosphere free from pollution. Okay, it's a message for us. It's a message for us. Air is a natural resource. It is an important thing, you have to keep it in mind. Okay, it is an important thing and it is to be kept in the mind. Air is a natural resource. Which are the other natural resources? Air, water, then trees. Trees are natural resources, but we don't cut trees. If we cut one tree, we should plant 10 trees in place of that. Okay, air and water are natural resources. Sunlight is a natural resource. Air and water are natural resources. So we use it carefully. Air is a natural resource. We breathe oxygen. Which air we breathe? We breathe oxygen. O-X-Y-G-E-N. We breathe oxygen and humans breathe oxygen. Humans. Human beings breathe oxygen. Then plants breathe carbon dioxide. Plants breathe carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Plants breathe carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. Plants produce oxygen. Plants produce oxygen. O-X-Y-G-E-N. Who produce oxygen for us? Plants produce oxygen for us. Who is the maker of oxygen? Plants are the producers of oxygen. We breathe oxygen. Air is a natural resource. Which are the things we study in the high value life segment? Air is a natural resource. You keep it in mind. First point, air is a natural resource. Then second one, we human beings breathe oxygen. Plants breathe carbon dioxide. Then oxygen is produced by plants. Plants produce oxygen. The next one, if we pollute air is a natural resource. If we pollute, pollution means malineekaranam, malineekarikkuka. If we pollute oxygen or air, what will happen? Our life on earth will suffer. S-U-F-F-E-R. Suffer means kashtapadam. If we pollute air, our life on earth will suffer. Let us pledge to plant more trees. Let us take a pledge. Pledge means pradijna. Let us take a pledge that we should plant more and more trees. We should plant more and more trees. Trees are the producers of oxygen. We want oxygen for our existence. We breathe oxygen and we want oxygen for our existence. So we should plant more and more trees. Plants are the producers of oxygen. Plants are the producer of oxygen. So we should plant more and more trees to keep the atmosphere free from pollution. Okay, there is an activity for you. It's very important. Whenever I give you an activity, you should do it and send me down in the right time. Okay. Make a list of the things which cause air pollution. Which are the things that cause air pollution? Antarisha malineekaranathinnu kaaranamaya vasthukkal endokkeyana? Which are the things that cause air pollution? Which are the things? Smoke causes air pollution. Then smoke, sound, then cutting of trees, then smoke from vehicles. These are the factors that cause air pollution. Collect some pictures that cause air pollution, and burning of plastic is causing air pollution. Air pollution occurs after burning of plastics. Burning of plastic causes air pollution. These are the things that causes air pollution. Okay, what are the things we studied in this class? Subjective verb agreement and about the air. What are the things we studied about air? Air is a natural resource and we breathe oxygen and plants breathe carbon dioxide. And the plants are the producers of oxygen. If we pollute the air, our life will suffer, our existence will suffer. And there is an assignment for you. Collect the pictures of air pollution, or what are the things that cause air pollution, and make a chart and send it to me in the WhatsApp. And I hope all of you understood what is subjective verb agreement. And if when the class comes to you, you watch it. And if you have any doubt, you can call me at any time. Okay, see you in the next class. Thank you.